Oh, it's Wednesday. Now, usually well, in the recent period, I'm only doing one video a week, so I thought that I'd do it on Monday, and that'll sort of like track my progress. Just one video a week, that's enough. It's quite repetitive. But last Monday, I turned the video off about 15 minutes in, so I thought, okay, I'll do a proper video Wednesday. So this is number 2 of a 6-week block. So I'm barbell training 3 times a week now. So 3 times a week barbell, 3 times a week running, 1 day off. Yeah. So I'm going with the weather actually. So as the weather improves, I tend to do more barbell work. I find it, in the shed, or outbuilding, in this building, it's much more pleasant during the warmer times. So during the warmer times, I tend to sort of like emphasise the barbell lifting more, and during the cooler times it tends to be the running more. There's nothing bad about running in the cold. You warm up pretty nicely. In fact, it's probably the only time of the day that I am pretty warm. So yeah, I enjoy my winter running, obviously when it's not ice and snowing. Okay, so a couple of things that I'm trying to do with this 6-week block. One is definitely fat loss. So I'm getting on the top side of that, I think. So I've incorporated a 24-hour fast on a Saturday and Sunday, so from 5 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And during the week, I've cut down to 3 meals from 4 meals, and basically just trying to get in enough protein but keeping the calories down. Okay. Just monitor it. If needs be, I'll become ever stricter. See what happens. Okay, because I'm definitely going for the fat burning. I'm going to prioritise that. So, to remove all temptation, let's say. The temptation is always it's always about eating to perform. So I'm going to remove that temptation. I'm going quite lightweight. So what I thought I'd do for this 6-week block is try and do some very low depth squatting. So get the depth very low, and so I can use light weights. And I'm also using the safety squat bar. So the safety squat bar is I'm very weak at it. It's not something that I've practiced extensively over the years. It's only quite recently that I got the thing, and I'm finding that it really taxes me with very light weight. Okay, so last time I did squats on Monday, I think it did show up on the video. I squatted down to this depth. So this is my depth indicator. So it's not a question of sitting on it. It's just lightly touch it and back up. Okay, now you can see, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully you can see that this one, it's good. I don't know, it looks almost like 2 inches. Maybe, I don't know. But this one is definitely higher than this one. So I'm moving down to the next depth. Now I say this, but I just tested it out. No weight whatsoever. I cannot get that low, whatever I do. So it's not a question of what I want to do. It's a question of I just simply can't get there. So hopefully I can illustrate it. Hopefully this doesn't fall over. So that is my. I'm not stopping at all. I'm not preventing myself from going down. I cannot go down further than that. That's it. So whether or not that's that's permanently set, or whether or not that's something I can work upon, I'm not sure. Now I suspect that if I get a lot of weight on the bar, it's going to take me further down, so that might solve it. But for the time being, that is a bridge too far. So this is a slightly higher brick, yeah. And I've tried this one. I can just about touch it. It's still relatively high. And it's still higher than this thing. Sorry, it's still lower than the one I used on Monday. So I'm still going down. Still getting further down. Okay, but so for now, this setup. So as I say, idea if this is going to be a transition to getting lower, or if this is as low as I can go. But I've used, you know, for an empty bar. I can just touch it. That's it. Okay, and to me that seems to be as low as I can get, for the time being at least. Yeah, so it's not a question of cutting the depth to get the weights. That's the depth that I can achieve, you know. That's a position that I can achieve. I'm just going to shift the camera a little bit so you know what I'm going. I think you can see the brick. Top of the brick remains visible. Yeah, so that's what I'm squatting down to. So a big part of what I'm doing, you know, for this particular 6-week block, is not massively pursuing heavy weights. It's getting the mobility to squat really low. I thought, okay, I'm not eating a lot to fuel, you know, massive gains, so I'll pursue this goal. Okay, so this is what I did. This is what I did last time, 50 kilos. So I've got the same 50 kilos. I call it 50, so it's bar and 30. So what the bar weighs, I'm not sure. But I call it 50 for convenience. It makes no difference really. So I call it 50 kilos, and I'm going lower this time. So that I call that a progression. Okay, 3-minute timer. So today it's a case of. Doesn't look good. Probably better. So it's a case of squat, deadlift, dips. That's what I'm going to do today, Wednesday. Squat, deadlift, dips. Probably the last video I said that I was going to do squats only on Monday and Friday, but I thought, okay, very, very light. Let's see if we can do them 3 days a week for the time being. Yes, I'm going for that mobility aspect, so see what happens. Okay. 5 reps. Yeah, I'm noticing even now that you know, with weight on it, pushing it. Yeah, I'm not stopping myself at all. I'm going down as far as I can go. So said a couple of times, whether or not this is a this is a permanent depth, or if I can get lower, I'm not sure. Just have to try it and see. I thought, yeah, it's a good goal. Let's change. So, no ego lifting, going as deep as I can go. See what the next set brings. Now, sometimes I notice as you go through this squatting, as you work your way through the sets, you loosen up more. So possibly, I will get a little bit deeper. I don't know. Yeah, that did feel slightly less of a struggle to get down. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Improve my range of motion. Yesterday, running, I did 6 lots of 600 metres. So 600 metre repeats times 6. With a 4-minute rest period. So 600 metres, 4 minutes, 600 metres, 4 minutes, etc. So 6 in total. So the running was not all out, but mostly zone 5, hard, and the rest period just walking. So believe you me, it was hard work. So I had to have a real internal debate on the last interval. Yeah, I really wanted to skip it, but I thought, I'll do it. I thought I'll do it, even if it's slow, it doesn't matter. But the usual story. Once you start, things go well. So thinking about things is daunting, but once you get into it, it seems to go pretty well. But it wasn't a problem really in terms of finishing it. It was just a massive effort. I've not done any fast running for, I don't know, a few weeks now. Must be about 7 or 8 weeks that I've not gone really fast. Okay, 5 reps. Okay, that's 3 lots of 5. Okay, I'm going to test my theory. So, I'm going to swap that brick for the thinner brick. See if we can get down. So I'm guessing that, you know, with a bit more weight in the bar, warmed up, you might be able to get deeper down. If not, let's go as far as I can, simple as that. Yeah, I'm not trying to do competitive powerlifting, so you know, I don't need to cut the depth at all. I think going down as far as possible, you know, it's a smarter strategy. I can get more out of less weight, so less loading on the spine, etc. So it feels easier to handle. You know, once you start getting sort of like, you know, the 100 kilo plus, and it starts getting wobbly, you know, you unrack it and you're starting to worry about it. But with these lightweights, you know, it's total control. So another set. And I said deadlift and dips. Okay, I know my dips will have gone to nothing. You know, I've not done dips in a while, but I'm sure they'll come back pretty quick. You know, I remember I did work up to 20 reps body weight, and I've had sort of like, I don't know, 20, 30 kilos weighted, but not today. Go on then, so try see how far I can get down. I think just, but I'm not sure. Don't think so. Okay, that first rep, I thought I might have touched it, I'm not sure. So, let's make sure. Yeah, so it's still a centimetre lower. So put that plate on top. This is what we're fighting for. I mean, they felt like hard squats because I was sort of like dawdling at the bottom for ages. So it was like doing pauses, and you know, the breathing gets harder. I think that's the problem with doing sort of like if you try and squat and you don't use a natural cadence, you know. So in other words, like for example, you try to do slow negatives or slow, you know, I don't know, just tempo type training. I think the breathing, you know, gets in the way. I think it's very difficult not to, you know, go down, go up, take a big breath. You know, obviously there is an element of resting at the top, but the bar's still pressing on you, so it's not, you're not at complete rest. And eventually that bar weight will Yeah, will exhaust you. Okay, let's try again then. So slightly higher. Yeah, for sure, definitely. That time, I was touching the weight. So, you can see the weight. It's what, about a centimetre thick. So, about a centimetre off this thin brick as regards depth. So next time I do it, I will do the brick and the weight all the way through, which again will be some form of progress, because I'm going deeper every time. But as I say, for now, that is my limit as you know, my mobility limit. I can't get any lower than that. So there's no holding back at all. I'm simply going down as far as my body will allow. Whether or not, you know, it's not because it's weak at the bottom. This is simply that's as far as it'll stretch out. Yeah. So. So that's the squatting for depth. Okay, deadlifts. So I can go slightly heavier today on deadlifts. So I think what I'll do is superset deadlift and dips. I'm not quite sure what you can see. Everything's crowded again. Oh dear. Bike over here. Okay. So I'll do a dip, one dip for warm-ups. Yeah, that feels horrible. I've not done dips for ages, so they're going to be pretty horrible. Deadlift. Take my watch off. Yeah, so if I do this as a superset, I think I can get away with a 2-minute timer. We'll see. Okay, that was just 100 warm up. Get the dips, I'm just going to do a body weight because I can feel, I'm not accustomed to doing dips. Had a few weeks off, so need to acclimatise. So deadlift 130. I think the last time I did deadlifts, it was 162.5. And I got 3 triples. So today, I'm going to do 130 for sets of 5 and conceivably as many as 10 sets. Start off with the dips, that'd be easier. As soon as I miss the beaker. Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't see that, but I missed the beaker, so I thought I'd go dips. So 130 kilos, easy peasy, 5 reps. Yeah, I'll play it by ear, but definitely 5 sets for sure, and 10 sets if it allows. So anywhere between 5 and 10 sounds good, judge it. If it feels doable, I'll keep going. 10 sets maximum. Okay. Not as easy as I imagined. Not to worry. So this idea, it's just a continuation of what I've done before, so it's not really massively different. So, I mean, previously I was doing it twice a week, but I think, what was I doing last time? Squat, deadlift, squat, deadlift, bench press, pull up. So I was doing 4 moves: squat, deadlift, bench press, pull up. And I also threw in a couple of sets of abdominals and calves, I think. So today I'm going to do squat, deadlift, dips. Now at the end I'll stick on a couple of sets of calves, maybe. Okay. But obviously the difference is now I'm doing this 3 times a week. So previously I was doing 4 main moves twice a week, which is 8. Now I'm doing 3 main moves 3 times a week, which is 9. So it's an increment, isn't it? Okay, this is another area where it's going to vary as well. So on the first week of every 3, I'm going to go higher sets. So up to 10 sets. And then after that, week 2 and 3 will be capped at 5 sets. But week 1 will be low weight, higher sets. So Monday I actually did 10 sets of squats. I did 5 sets on the safety bar, 5 sets on the pendulum squat outside using gym rings. Come on then. Better. It's a 6-week block, so I'll use the same exercise for 6 weeks, but it consists of 2 3-week waves. So over 3 weeks, the weight goes up. So the heaviest weight's at week 3, then back down and peaks at week 6. And after 6 weeks, review, make some exercise, make some changes. So 6-week block. So for example, this 6 weeks, I decided to do the safety squat and go squat deep, but the deadlift remains the same. I'm doing Monday and Friday. I'm doing close grip bench press rather than competition bench press. And obviously today I'm doing dips again. So that's a change. Okay, 5 reps. Okay, so far so good on those. Just getting back into swing of them. I will load them up eventually. Diet, as I mentioned, is getting tighter and tighter. Yeah, I'm determined to get on top side of it. So the fasting, I think I've done it last month. I think now. I've been doing stop eating at 5 o'clock on Saturday evening and resume eating at 5 o'clock on Sunday evening. So that's a 24-hour fast, which I'm told has health benefits. Okay, but for sure it helps with the calories. During the week, 3 meals a day. So breakfast, post training, and then 5 o'clock. So I find that, you know, sticking to that sort of like timetable of eating disciplines you. You don't start thinking, oh, I need, you know, just have a snack or whatever. No snacks. Just 3 windows. Good. The breakfast, it's always 4 eggs and a slice of bread or toast. Post training, protein shake with usually banana. So I put, I think, three scoops of protein, bit of milk, bit of water, banana. And the PM, that's where it varies a bit. So it's essentially it's meat and veg. Okay, it might be a baked potato. So let's say meat, veg, baked potato. So yeah, it's pretty controlled. I suppose it's only that PM, 5 PM meal that is more variable. So I don't exactly know how many calories I'm consuming or anything like that. But I'm just going to track it on the scales, and yeah, if the scales are going the right way, then that's good enough. So I set myself a target of 83 kilos. Hovering just under 90. I don't really care how long it takes to get there. Yeah, it can take as long as it wants, as long as I'm moving in that direction. So if I stop going in the right direction, then I need to clamp down even further. But so long as my weight stays either the same or going down every time well, at least on a weekly basis, let's say, that's good enough. Don't have to get any more complicated than that. Okay, so what we've done so far, 4 sets of dips, 3 sets of deadlifts, so this is 4 sets of deadlifts. Tomorrow I've got scheduled 5 kilometres in zone 4. So zone 4 is like, it's hard running but not the hardest. Then on Saturday it's a 2-hour long easy affair. You know, probably walking involved. Okay. Walk the hills. Okay, 5 reps. So that Saturday run probably works out about 11 kilometres, which, you know, the idea is not pushing the pace. I don't want to push it. Just do the duration, do the 2 hours. Keep going for 2 hours. Okay. The zone 2 benefits. So for this six week block, the running has become more intense. Now previously I was doing it all in zone 2. So I was doing 4 runs a week in zone 2. So long drawn out easy affairs. But this time it's more intervals. As I said, tomorrow's 5k, that's it, 5 kilometres. Not too far. So make it harder. 5 reps, come on, easy peasy. Yeah. Dips like the squats, just letting them go down as deep as naturally allows. I think I always, just about always train with good form. I mean, if I could criticise something, it'd probably be maybe doing some of the reps too fast, as in you know, not slowing down the negative enough. So, you know, I don't think you've got to go slow on the negative. I think you've got to control it. Simple as that. But generally speaking, I think particularly on the deadlifts, you know, once the weight gets up, it's very difficult to control the negative. And I'm not even sure it's a good thing even. I think it may be better to take its natural course. me and the squats, the negative tends to be quite slow anyway, naturally. You know, that's the probably lack of mobility.
Okay, get 5. Not bad. Okay. So that's 5 sets of each.
I think I'm going to leave the deadlifting at that. Let's do a few more dips. So these last dips on a 2-minute timer. Now I'm a bit worried about doing tons of deadlifts. Very fatiguing. Okay, so all of these just on a 2-minute timer now. So I think the dips have been pretty easy today. Just doing sets of 5 body weight, not really thinking about it too much. So hopefully doing these last few sets at a brisker pace, squeeze a bit more out of them. Okay. And at the end, we'll do some calf raises. So I won't say it was very hard today. Alright, you know, I'm sure it counts for something. I'm sure it's progressive. You know, getting down on those squats. But, in a way, it's week 1, it's almost a deload. It's a lighter weights. Okay, so this time round there's a lot less rest in between sets of dips, so maybe a bit harder. We'll see. Easy. Okay, I'm going to do 3 sets of dips, more, and a couple of sets of calves, and that's it. So this is just testing the waters on the dips. I say I've not done them for a while, so I'm also a bit wary about dips. So I take my time to get used to doing dips before I load it up. Okay, 2 more sets of dips. There we go. Reload the squat. Okay. Yeah, it's I was going to say, it's sort of like relatively moderate volume work. And I think it's mentally very good. Yeah, you don't feel you're not dreading the sets. You know every set's gonna go. It's just moderately pushing yourself. But I think sort of like it's a bit, it's a bit like doing cardio. Sort of like mental clarity. I think everyone's got to have their own answer to the question of why. Why do you do any of this stuff? Yeah. But to me it's multi-pronged. There are various aspects to it. One of them is definitely you get to de-stress to a large extent. When I've done this, I can spend the day doing very little physical. I don't feel at all stressed about it. Now, if I had a heavy manual job, I wouldn't do this. I might do something like couple of brief sessions at the weekend, but I wouldn't push it, you know. But so I don't think this is you know, an absolute requirement in life. But I think if you are largely inactive, physically inactive, then you've got to create activity for yourself. This is one way around it. But you know, I do think that in terms of health, you know, I would say that doing this sort of training is more beneficial than doing manual labour. Manual labour just wears you out, you know, it just kills you. Doesn't prolong life. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I am going to go on and do a couple of sets of calves, but that's the end of the filming. But yeah, I thought that was there's nothing to crow about. It was just I don't know, sort of like one of those clock in, clock out days. But that's what you expect on the sort of like beginning of a cycle. You know, the weights are, you know, it's all of a reset. You know, everything's resetting at a lower level again. And we're going to climb the mountain for 6 weeks. But yeah, it's good enough, I thought. Yeah, very good. Alive and kicking. So, see you later.